Hey beauties, so today we're going to be talking a little bit of a different topic for my channel. We're going to be talking all things taxes, since it's tax season. I know, so glamorous. By the way, I think my bun has a life of its own today. I had to readjust my camera more than I normally do to get it in the shot. But anyway, I've gotten a lot of questions on this topic, which is kind of why I decided to do the video. I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there that I am no way in shape or form a tax professional expert. I did go to business school and I do have, an accounting and finance background, but I am in no way an accountant or, I don't work for a tax professional company. But as a consumer and doing my taxes every year, I think I have a good idea on how you should approach the situation if you're confused, you don't know where to start, how do I file my taxes, if you're asking yourself these questions, what's the best way to do it, how much should I be paying, can I do it myself, I think these are all really valid questions, and I'm going to give you my personal opinion. Again, I don't think this is the holy grail, everyone should follow this. I'm just telling you my opinion and what's worked for me and what I would recommend if you're in a similar situation. So I will start out by saying I attempted to do my own taxes in college when I used to have like summer jobs and things, and I remember I went to the IRS website, I printed off the form, I thought I filled it out all right, and I mailed it in, and I remember getting a note back from the IRS like, this was done incorrectly. So that was kind of my first sign like, oh, I don't think I can do this myself. So all the power to those of the people who think they can print off the form and tackle it on your own. I was personally not one of those people, and I don't think that everyone out there is. So if that's you, I would recommend utilizing a tax preparation service like TurboTax or H&R Block. There's a bunch of other ones out there. I think those are the two most popular. And I decided when I started doing my taxes to use H&R Block. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why. When I started filing my taxes, I was looking through all the pricing options and the kind of support and things that they featured, and I ultimately liked H&R Block the best. There's different types of tax forms. There's like an easy form if you have a really simple situation. There's the 1040A and then the 1040. Those are the kind of the three that span the gamut. And if you are in a really simple tax situation, like you have some of your first couple jobs out of college or while you're in college, you make a certain amount or under, you can use the easy form. And H&R Block has generally some good promotions going on where if it's your first time filing with them, you can come in for free and do it. So that's what I did in the first couple years that I started doing my taxes. And now what I like about H&R Block is it already knows me, so I can go in and it loads all my pre-information. So doing my taxes each year is not as daunting as it may seem. I actually did my taxes the other day and it took me an hour, and it was painless. I felt very confident about it. I actually already got a text message, which is another great thing about H&R Block. They update you very frequently on the status of your tax return, that it was accepted by both the federal and the state government, and my refund's on its way. That we're talking hours and when this has happened. So I just think that's awesome. H&R Block, I will just tell you, if you're in a similar situation to me, so say you're in your 20s, you're single, out of college, maybe you have student loan debt, you don't own a house. If this is sounding like you, then I would recommend going with H&R Block and using their basic package, which is $24.99 for federal and then $9.99 for state, which making the whole thing $35. And it's the best $35 you ever spend. It's so easy to use when you go into H&R Block, the website. It doesn't give you a form, it asks you to fill it out. It will say, okay, get your W-2. What does it say in box 1? What does it say in box 2? And you fill it all out. And then it will jump to another screen. Do you pay student loans? Yes, I pay student loans. Okay, how much interest did you pay on them? Blah, 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 blah. Do you own a home? Did you adopt a child? Did you donate to a charity? Did you take stuff to Goodwill? You know, it knows what to ask you, which is the good thing. You don't have to think about what do I need to put in here for my taxes. H&R Block already is ahead of that. They're knowing and they're asking you. And, you know, they'll tell you certain things like, oh, did you have any medical expenses? And I'm like, oh yeah, I bought my glasses last year. Oh, and then I put it in and it tells me, oh, well, it's not more than 10% of your income, so you can't claim it. You know, things like this. Like, again, don't quote these certain circumstances because I'm kind of just making stuff up here. But the best thing is like, it's smarter than me. So that's what I like about it. And I definitely would recommend it. I'm looking at the package right now. It's your maximum refund guaranteed. There's free online support if you have questions while you're filling it out. If you somehow get audited, which I know several people who've been audited, they can help you through that. They can be there to support you. So there's just a lot of great benefits. I'm looking at their compare the plans right now page to that. If you have more complex situations, like you got married, you own a home, you adopted a child, you know, whatever, they have other packages that are a little more advanced that you might think about using. But again, the most expensive one is $50. You can also go into an H&R Block. That's what I did when I was working in 2 states and I had a kind of a weird situation. I went into an H&R Block and it wasn't that much more expensive. But if you're like me, I have a fairly simple situation, maybe a couple things that aren't, you know, out of the ordinary, I would go with the H&R Basic plan. I think it's hands down, you're going to be really satisfied with it. I pulled up the TurboTax just because I know that's the other most popular one, and I didn't pick TurboTax again because they don't have my information, it's not stored in there. Like H&R Block, I can go back and look at my tax return like 5 years ago, which I've had to do that in a couple circumstances, so that's really awesome. And I'm looking at kind of, so TurboTax has like a free edition that they offer, which H&R Block also has a free edition. But for me, since I have like some special circumstances, like I contribute to my 401k and I have a student loan, I can't use the free version. Like you can only use it in certain circumstances. They have one, their deluxe option I think might be most comparable to the H&R Basic one. Maybe it's kind of a little bit more advanced, and that one's like $35, and then state is additional fee, so it's already more than H&R Block. And it doesn't have like, I don't see in here if they have, like they have experts you can talk to and all that. A lot of, I'm sure like they ask you the questions and all that and help you through it. I don't see anything about here audit support if you do get audited. I'm sure TurboTax is great. A lot of people use it, but again, I just don't use it because it doesn't know me. It doesn't have my information in there. So hopefully this was helpful if you're filing your taxes for the first time or you're a little confused in the whole process. I really go with H&R Block. Go into an H&R Block if you're confused about it. Ask them what they think, the online support, the call, the chat. I've been really happy with it. I've been using it for the past like 5 years or so. So good luck filing your taxes, and I hope that you have a big refund check coming in the mail to you.